Hello, James Andrew here, recording for Cheap Ass MTG, doing another Kaladeshi Aether Revolt draft today. So we've opened up a pack with a Mythic and a foil rare. The Mythic, unfortunately, is Planar Bridge, which is, the engine to end all engines, but it does cost 6 to play and 8 to activate. So we're probably not taking that. Our foil is Midnight Entourage, which is a solid card. I think it's a good card. It always gives value on its own, and if you get some of Aetherborn, obviously that's very nice. There's also a Treasure Keeper in the pack. I think Midnight Entourage is better than Daring Demolition. I would not consider a removal spell over Midnight Entourage, but I kind of just want to take this Treasure Keeper just because it's colourless. It's between these two. Yeah, I'm going to take Treasure Keeper. I really like this card. It's a really excellent value card, I think. Okay, so we could just stay colourless here and take Renegade Map. Consulate Dreadnought is a card that's gone up quite a lot for me as well. Like, the improvised decks really want this card. And there's quite a lot of 3 power creatures in the format, so you can often crew this with 2 creatures. Make a really good blocker or attacker. There's also like Druid of the Cowl, which is pretty good. I find this to be a little worse than Mana Dorks in a lot of formats, just because the expensive stuff in this format isn't actually that great. I kind of just want to take Renegade Map here and stay super open. Okay, so there's a Dawn Feather Eagle in this pack, which is a really nice white common. White is generally regarded as being the worst colour in this format, but it's like not unplayable by any means. There's also just a Druid of a Cowl though, which is a good card. So it's like, I say it's worse than Mana Dorks in a lot of formats. It's still very good. Still always play it. Yeah, I think it's between these 2 cards. Insolent Drake is quite good too, but I think it's on a slightly lower level. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the 2-drop here. Okay, another map, which is interesting. There's also a Shielded Aether Thief, which I've been pretty impressed by. It's a really good energy sink for later in the game. Getting 2 Renegade maps early though does open us up to doing a lot of different things. Means we can firstly actually play Revolt cards and expect them to do something. It also lets us splash quite easily and lets us improvise very well. On the other hand, Shielded Aether Thief is just an excellent card. I'm going to take a map here, though. Ooh, now here is a signal. Monstrous Onslaught is excellent. If that wasn't in the pack, this Implement of Ferocity is also very good, actually. But yeah, I'm definitely taking Monstrous Onslaught here. If you can get any of the Lifecraft Cavalry, for example, this card becomes really, really excellent. Okay, there's another map here. There's also an Outland Boar. You could just take another map. Lets us, it means whatever powerful cards we open, we can just play them. Splash them off map. Outland Board does go really well with Monstrous Onslaught though. I don't really like red-green but we could always splash it. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to take another map here. Ooh, this is a great pack for us. So Renegade Valley is really nice, with Renegade map in particular. There's also another Druid, but I think I just want to take Valia here. This pack's not very good. Probably just take Cruel Finality. Slave Requisition I've yet to see be really good. Like, you can kind of build around it to make an okay card, is my experience, which is generally not worth it. And I don't really like Verdant Automaton that much, so I'm just going to take Cruel Finality here. These cards are all pretty bad. If I just take Death Dismissal as a sideboard card. Someone has like a bunch of X1s, this card can be fine. Ooh, Lifecraft Awakening is really nice there with all our maps. We don't really care about any of these cards. Dispersal Technician may be the worst Man of War they've ever made. They're really just, I think Aether Inspector is basically just unplayable. I think I'm going to take Resourceful Return. Natural Obsolescence is a good sideboard card. I don't mind main decking one. I don't really want to main deck more than one. And yeah, the really nice thing about our situation here is that, so, like, whatever we open up, if we open up some really, really powerful card, like an Aethertide Whale, for example, we can just play it. And wow, this pack is really powerful, though. Non and Renegade would obviously be excellent. Pacification Array is a fantastic colourless card, as is Untethered Express. Wow, Untethered Express is also really strong with this Monstrous Onslaught. It's pretty hard to pass this Aethertide Whale, though. I think this is kind of close between the Train and the Whale. I'm going to take the Whale, though. This card's really good. If we can get like another Druid or something as well, it's a really good thing to ramp into. So this is between Unbridled Growth and Aether Swooper, I think. And we don't really have many Revolt payoffs yet, we've just got this Renegade Valier. So I'm kind of inclined to take this Swooper. And blue-green often does have a lot of energy, so Swooper can be quite nice there. Okay, so there's an Implement of Ferocity here. I want to make sure we end up actually having enough creatures, though. There's also another map, but I don't think we need that. Under Chandra's Revolution, which we could just splash. We have like zero, well, we have Monstrous Onslaught, I suppose. We have very little removal at the moment. And there's not a huge amount else in this pack we care about. I think it's either this or Implement. Let's just take Implement. Down color. More of the unplayable mythics, unfortunately. So Iron Tread Crusher is really good, particularly with Monstrous Onslaught. But there's also a Spire Patrol, which we could splash along with this Renegade Valier. And this card's really nice little tempo play. think it's better than Caught in the Brights. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take this. Okay, Servo Schematic is great if you're improvising. We're not really. We're just going to take the Silk Weaver Elite. Like, we have a lot of Revolt enablers, and yeah, this card's fine if you draw a card of it. Like, it's still not amazing or anything, but it's pretty good. Okay, Oath of Adrani is good. It's a little... No, we don't have that many creatures, you know. And on the splash, I'm inclined to say it's not worth it. So I think it's between this Caught in the Brights and Silkweaver Elite here. Let's take the Caught in the Brights, I think. Do some more removal. Ooh, so the white in this pack is really strong. It may be the way... I mean, I hate to use the word splash in relation to a double-coloured card, but we might be kind of trying to splash this Aethertide Whale. Because white does seem more open than blue. Deadeye Harpooner... I never really get to work very well. But if there's ever been a good Deadeye Harpooner deck, it's one with 3 Renegade maps, right? So I kind of just want to take this and see if we can't make it work. It's very possible the correct pick was the Dawn Feather Eagle, but yeah, I kind of want to try and see if we can't make this card good. Take an Audacious Infiltrator, we need some 2s. Ooh, Unbridled Growth is nice. Take that over an Aether Herder here for sure. I'll take a Conviction. I found this card to be quite good, actually. Sure, I'll take another Silkweaver Elite. Is there a world where we board in Universal Solvent? I don't think so. That card's really bad if you're not improvising. Okay, Negate's a nice sideboard card. Alright, well, our deck's looking cool. We can probably get away with just playing, like, either 14 or 15 lands in this deck. With the 3 maps. Yeah, it did seem like white was significantly more open than blue in that last pack. And we'll see what we get in pack 3. I'm inclined to say our base colours are green and white. I should say incidentally, this sort of green-white Revolt deck has been a really underperforming archetype, I think, in Aether Revolt. But I think we have like a really good version of it. So, you know, maybe we can get them. Oh wow, this pack is great. So Fairground Warden is obviously fantastic, and probably what we're taking here. Armorcraft Judge is also a really excellent card. We don't have a bunch of stuff which works for it yet, though, actually. Like less than I thought we did. We have Implement and Lifecraft Awakening, the only things. Okay, yeah, we're definitely just taking Fairgrounds Warden here. Renegade Freighter is obviously also a great card. I think Fairgrounds Warden is just better, though. So Longfin Sky Whale could be a win condition. We don't have much else we care about here. Peafowl is playable, but it's not very good. This card was really bad in Triple Kaladeshi. I think it's a bit better now, though. And I mean, we're not a quick deck, but we're not like super defensive either. I think we could play a Longfin Sky Whale. Yeah, I think I'll take it here. Over P-Foul. Ooh, we got a Fumigate. Wow, okay. I mean, it's not very good in our deck, like, it's really not a deck that wants a Fumigate, but... No, Wrath's are such a powerful effect that you can generally, you know, warp the game state to make them good. Even if they're not a natural fit. If I wasn't here, I would take Glintsy Vartan and be pretty happy about it, but I'm taking Fumigate for sure. Okay, just taking Thriving Rhino here, it's a very nice pickup. Good free drop. Really not much else from this pack. Emerald Bruise is a decent aggressive 2-drop, but certainly not for us. Okay, we're probably just taking Tiger here. Could do with some more big stuff for our Monstrous Onslaught. Card's pretty good. Well, it's not great with Monstrous Onslaught, because obviously it doesn't get the power until it attacks. I'm going to take Takedown as a sideboard card here. I don't think this is a deck which wants built to last. We might want Consulate Skygate. It's either that or Sky Swirl Harrier. I mean, I do feel like we could get run over. I don't really want another 5. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Cowl Prowler or Blade Master? And the question is, how many blue sources are we actually playing? Yeah, I think we should take Cowl Prowler. Yeah, I'll take a Propeller Pioneer here. The card is decent. I don't think we want a second Skygate particularly. We're probably just cutting this Longfin Skywhale then, because it's also just not great for our mana. To have a double blue card at 4. We could take Select here. Let's see if that's a Whirlmaker. I don't think we're playing Select for Inspection, and this is a pretty good sideboard card. Not playing any of these cards. I'm kind of inclined to cut this Aether Swooper. Like, it is a good card, but I'm just not sure we want a blue 2-drop. And we could cut Conviction for sure. Like, I do quite like the card. It's he's often really annoying to play against, apart from anything else. Or we could just cut Cowl Prowler. The thing is, I kind of want to play 15 lands to make sure that our colours are good. And if we're playing 15 lands, then we're essentially playing 18 lands with the maps. And that makes me want to play more expensive stuff. I think you have to justify being an 18 land deck. On the other hand, I suppose Conviction is kind of a mana sink. I think it's pretty close. I guess we just cover Cowl Prowler. We only have one piece of acceleration. Okay. So we want lots of green sources. I think at least 8. So 8 green sources is effectively 11 green sources, that's loads. 6 white sources, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the Unbridled Growth. Could we get away with an extra island? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to cast an Aether Tide Whale. Maybe we can do this. Because the thing is, when, you know, we often, I mean, you know, I can say this as like 7 blue sources, but it's not really, because we're often not going to want to get an island early with our maps. Yeah, I think this is alright. Alright, I'll see you back for round 1.